While searching for the Blaze Death King, Anos and Misha stumbled upon an unusual scene. They saw Debidora mistreating Igareth. Well, Igareth happens to be a blood relative of Hero Jerga. So, as retribution for his son's death, Debidora decides to take revenge on Igareth. Debidora begins to physically assault Igareth. Although Igareth was once held captive, he was eventually freed by Anos. Despite this, he was unable to cross the border and remained trapped in the demon realm. Debidora begins to physically assault Igareth in an attempt to seek revenge for his child, who was killed by the Hero Jerga. Initially, Anos was hesitant to intervene due to the implications of altering the timeline. Even if he were to rescue Igareth, he would still die in the original timeline. However, Anos ultimately decides to step in and save Igareth. Anos intervenes and nullifies Debidora's spell, rescuing Igareth. Debidora questions Anos' motives for saving a human, despite being a demon himself. Anos responds by stating that if Debidora's son had been killed by him, he would have understood Debidora's desire for revenge. However, Igareth had never harmed any demons. Anos tries to reason with Debidora, but he attacks Anos without listening to what he has to say. Debidora launches multiple attacks on Anos, but everyone is surprised to see that the little demon is still standing even after taking those attacks. By the way, Anos did not defend himself against Debidora's attacks. Anos makes another attempt to reason with Debidora, but Debidora responds by launching an attack. This time, however, Anos activates his powers and successfully neutralizes the attack with his eyes. At first, Debidora is shocked, but soon he realizes that he is standing before none other than the Demon King himself. Overcome with emotion, he starts crying and kneels before Anos. Although Anos tries to hide his identity, Debidora knew that the little demon is the Demon King. Debidora apologizes to Anos for failing to execute his orders. In response, Anos delivers a message to Debidora, informing him that they will meet again 2,000 years later in a wonderful world. Anos then reincarnates Igareth.